Hey guys, Chris here giving Project Nerf, and first I gotta apologize to you. It just came to my realization in my foggy little brain that in 100 and something videos, I've never done an unboxing for you guys. So this time, I'm gonna do a special unboxing, and I'm gonna show off a little commission that we just finished up for Chris. Let's do it! Alright, one of the questions that I get asked often via email or contact on YouTube or just in person is where do you come across all your Nerf guns at? There's the usual sources, of course. Swap meets, yard sales, garage sales, Goodwill. Events are typically a great place to try to buy some if you've got a pocket full of money, and a lot of people are selling out collections and things like that, and I've come across a few that way. And then there's other means, eBay, even Craigslist. And that's what we're gonna do today. I got this big package in the mail today, as a matter of fact, and I purchased it on Craigslist. So here's the deal: I don't really know what's in it. The lady that I spoke to on the telephone was as honest and forthcoming as she could be. She said, "You know what? My son went to college. He doesn't do this anymore. He told me to sell some stuff, so." And I've done pretty well with other ones, but it's 2 Nerf guns and a whole lot of parts. And I asked her, I said, well, what kind of parts are in there? She said, well, I don't know. I said, well, hon, can you take a look and tell me what 2 Nerf blasters are included? And she looked at them, she said, well, they're both orange, and they say Strife. And I said, well, you know what? That sounds good enough to me. So there's a couple of Strifes in there, a bunch of parts. Send it on. So I purchased the box, and they mailed it out here, and I've blacked out their return address on here. There's no need in showing off people's privileged information. But I figured I would take this opportunity and open it up in front of you guys, and, we'll see what happened. I don't know. There could be 2 Strifes in here completely dismantled, and just the stock parts to reassemble them. I don't know. So, anyway, we're going to move over to the desk here and find out together. Alright, guys, there it is. So go big or go home. Let me grab an X-Acto knife and get this thing opened up. I'm gonna set the box in the floor or off to the side until we so we can better see what's in it. Okay, we've got some bubble wrap. That's always good. Okay. There's definitely 2 Strifes in it. So let's whoops. Sorry about that. So there's one. And wow, this thing is cool. It's stock or extensively. It is complete, but that's a pretty cool little body kit on that thing. Actually, it appears to be intact. Maybe some parts missing or something, but hey, that's pretty cool. So, Strife number 1. We have a second Strife in here, and there's no cage in it. The pusher mech's still in there, and some of the switches. But I'm noticing this front end here, and this is Blaster Forge stuff. So, well, maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be some Blaster Forge parts in here. That would be cool. Okay, there's some envelopes and there's stuff in here. So, let's see what's. Oh my lord. Okay. A couple of motor covers, a Bobo rev trigger, another Bobo rev trigger. Not 100%. That one looks like it's from a Vector kit. So does this white one. A little 3D printed Picatinny rail. That looks like the bottom grip piece of a Vector kit. If I can slip it on this Strife, and hopefully you guys can see that there. And there's an orange one the same way. 2 more motor covers, 3D printed trigger in this great purple, and a short mag release lever, which honestly I think this blaster with the yellow body kit would look really cool with these purple parts in there. That's kind of cool. So I might do that as I upgrade that one. And that was in one envelope here. So we've emptied that one. Okay, a whole bunch more stuff in this other envelope. Got a 3D printed cage here. No markings or anything on it. The print quality is really good. It looks like a 42.5mm cage to my eyes. I could be mistaken about that, but it looks like a 42.5. Whoops. Get back up there. That's an extended battery door of some kind. There's some damage going on. It's missing a tab, but it looks like one of these ones that you could put a clear window on, maybe. Not really seen one like that. That's a rail deletion for a strife. That's a rail deletion for a strife. It's a big Picatinny thing. I don't know what that is, actually. I'm not going to lie. That's a front lanyard mount for a strife. It's got a screw hole in it. It's damaged. But, 3D printed rail. A yellow thing. I don't know what that is. Okay, no, wait a minute, I got you. It's the front iron sight for this kit that's on this strife over here. They just didn't screw it on. So that's cool. Super cool. Hang on to that bad boy. Let me see. Lanyard deletion. This is a... It doesn't say, but it looks like one of the worker lanyard deletions. It's got the little pin that goes in. That's not 3D printed. That's an ABS part, so that's cool. These are the front deletion parts for the front rail on a strife. There's two of those. They're 3D printed. And another piece of Picatinny. So yeah, we're rocking. Holy cow. And there's more stuff in the box. Holy crap. Okay, I said Blaster Forge earlier. Here you go. That's a vector style mag area. And it is Blaster Forge, PH. It says right on there. So that's super cool. And hopefully I can get everything in frame here, because there's a lot of stuff in this box, guys. Holy cow. So another front end for a stripe. It's got the lanyard deletion built into it. That's kind of cool. Some big 3D printed rails. A strife stock front end. I assume that came out of this blaster here. Yeah, that's always handy. I don't know what those are. It's obviously a double flywheel cage kind of afterburner. It's some kind of like one of the Blaster Forge afterburner kits. You know, this would attach up here, so now you have a 3-stage blaster with a vector style mag well. And I'm gonna take a second here and move the blasters off to the side, guys, because I'm running out of room on my desk. And try to lay some of this stuff up. Both pieces of that are there. You can see where your motors would go in and your flywheels. That's kind of cool. And that all goes together. There's that mag well. Some kind of motor cover, maybe? Maybe goes on this thing like that. I don't know. It doesn't really look like it goes on there, but I suppose it could. But it's definitely slotted for motors, so. And there's more crap in the box. Very big Blaster Forge extended battery door. It's good print quality on that. Those are always handy. Another vector style magwell. Another Picatinny rail. A stock. It's 3D printed. But that's cool. Looks like maybe there was some kind of a butt cap that would have gone right here that you could screw on. There's some screw holes there. Lever. So that's pretty sweet. Hello. We have another front end for the. There we go. Those are motor covers specific to this kit. And you can see here again, this is set up to be mounted. Actually, it's starting to make a little sense to me here. It's set up to be mounted on the front of this white piece on the front of this strife and turn it into a tri-stage kit. And actually, I recognize this front end, guys, and the stock. It's a the white here is a Blaster Forge Decimator kit. And I don't know if all of it will fit into frame, but you can start to see what's going on there. You know, with your vector style magwell and all kinds of goodness going on there. Oh wow, that is super cool. So, and yeah, that about concludes what's in the box. But yeah, and may I reiterate, very enthusiastically again, yeah, a couple of strifes and all of these parts, and it appears to be a pretty complete Blaster Forge body kit that looks like they intended to put in this blaster. Again, there's no flywheel cage or anything in there, so I assumed that they were going to use this cage and then run this tri-stage system. Of course, you need the big battery door, especially if you're going to run some kind of tri-stage monster out of a strife, because the battery area is so small. But so yeah, that is a score, guys. Just the 2 strifes alone would have made the kit worth purchasing, but or would have made this box of stuff worth purchasing. But to have all of these extra body parts and, you know, afterburner kits and flywheel cage and motor covers and, you know, spare triggers and Bobo releases and stuff, wow, what a score. I paid, with shipping, I paid like $75 for this lot. So yeah, definitely scored this time, and you know, didn't bomb out. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. This is super cool. Anyway, let's grab that commission blaster that we were talking about, and I'm going to show that off to you. So, well, how about that, guys? I hope you enjoyed it. I know it ran a little bit long there, but that was a lot of stuff in that box. But I feel super good about that purchase, almost to the point of feeling like I robbed some poor lady of a lot of stuff. As I recall, the Decimator kit was something like $200 by itself, and it looks like it's a pretty complete kit. So, you know, maybe if I get enough likes and comments down here, I'll throw a little something out at you guys. If I get enough people wanting me to do it, maybe I'll go ahead and do a video and assemble that Decimator, or at least the best that we can, and see what we get out of it. That would be kind of cool. But I promised you guys I'd show off a commission build that we just finished up, and go figure, it's another strife. But this one actually tugs at my heartstrings just a little bit. I've been conversing back and forth with Chris for some while now, and we worked out this is the first strife that I have done in a very long time that's not an auto strife. It is semi-auto. And it's living proof, guys, that you don't have to break the bank to have a great performing blaster. This blaster's been converted to 2S LiPo, out-of-dart switch plate, heavy micro switch, silicon insulated wire, set of Fang revamps, and Containment Crew Inferno flywheels, and it hits like a truck. We put it on our chrono and got a 131 average out of it, even on the stock cage. So it's going to fall into the FPS cap for most games, and of course, we've eliminated the majority of the locks, all of them except one. I'll go over in a second. We've lubricated everything, and it's this thing is just a sweetheart, and I really am pleased with it, and I certainly hope that Chris will be too. The only lock that we left in the blaster is, of course, the trigger lock, because in our auto strifes we wire that circuit to be electronic. But in a semi-auto blaster, we don't want it to go to someone that hasn't played before or isn't familiar and just pull the trigger and ram a dart into our flywheels that haven't been spun up yet. So we left that trigger lock intact. But listen to this thing go, guys. Yeah, that's super, super nice. Oh, yeah. and it shoots so wonderfully smooth. Once you get the locks out of it and you get everything lubricated and this and that, strifes are just super, super nice. And this takes me back to, the early days where redoing a blaster was a rewire and a motor swap, and that's just kind of where it happened. And our hobby has come so far since then. Now there are literally dozens of aftermarket options for motors now, flywheels, accessory cages. Yes, we do the auto kits. There's body kits. When I started doing this, guys, there was none of that stuff. So this little blaster is really tugging at my heartstrings. It's just awesome. You can just finger bang it, as my colleague Coop772 would say, and really get actually an impressive rate of fire. Let's see if I can still do this. So yeah. Yeah, I'm so pleased with that. Guys, please, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button, throw me a like. I welcome all of your comments, emails, get in contact with me. I love all you guys. Till next time, this is Chris for Project Nerf saying have a blast.